My name is Ayesha and I'm a home care assistant. My first child was a son who was born with a physical and mental disability, and he lived for about 9 years, passed away, but that essentially made me and my husband. It made us, that whole kind of experience, and that, I'd say 2 lives. We had one life then, and then after he passed away, a different life. But that essentially moulded us as people, as parents. Yeah. The care that we provided for him, both of us, it was 24 hours around the clock. And we also had carers coming into our own home to provide the care for us and respite. I was one of those, the customers that I go into who are reluctant to have the care. I was one of those back then, where I didn't want carers to come into my home and sort of like thought it was a bit of an invasion of my area. But then in the end, it was like, the respite they provided was absolutely precious, yeah. So I could get away and have a bit of time for myself. It was there. If it hadn't have been there, I would have struggled a lot. The service was there for me and I had it. If I hadn't had it, then I would have been very, very, very in a difficult place, basically. Having the carers coming in to care for my son and also give me respite absolutely influenced me. I'd say they weren't just there for my son, they were there for me as well, because I was one of those people at home isolated, like most of my customers. And they'd come in, and they'd been coming in over a long time, and you befriend them, and then, sometimes I would find that I wasn't even going out. I was there, and they were there, have a coffee and a chat with me, and with my son there. So huge difference. And I find that myself as well. We're not only supporting the person that we're there to care for, sometimes we're providing a lot of support for their friends, family and friends as well. When you go into the visits, it's almost like an education, because they've been through so much, they've seen so much, and they tell you, I almost get, like some of my customers are avid gardeners or were, give me a whole heap of information about gardening. I never had an interest in gardening, and now I find myself walking around and looking at these plants, that plants, and I know what they're called. So yeah, it's really, 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 really absolutely wonderful. I mean, I get so much from them, yeah. This one particular customer who I was sort of the main carer, yeah, only I did the visits, yeah. He had a musical background, so he learned how to play the piano, but mainly classical music. And his relative was saying that, he's not wanting to play right now, so they had the piano in the living room and everything, but wasn't actually wanting, was reluctant, has probably almost lost his confidence. So it took some time, but I managed it. I did, with a lot of encouragement. I got him to play just the one time, but that was enough. That was enough. It was really nice.